Good evening. I'm Declan Quinn.
And I'm Christine Hashem. Thank you for joining us.
Our top story tonight is affordable housing in Shrewsbury. This controversial issue came about when the Board of Selectmen began taking proposals for affordable housing because of a law in Massachusetts known as Chapter 40B. I was given the opportunity to investigate this issue and find out how members of our community feel about it. The hot topic issue currently circulating around Shrewsbury's local government is affordable housing. Due to Chapter 40B of the Massachusetts General Laws, towns in Massachusetts are required to have 10% of housing considered affordable. Shrewsbury is at 6.1%. There were two proposals to build two separate affordable apartment complexes at 440 and 526 Hartford Turnpike near Hebert's Candy Mansion, and one apartment complex at 258 and 274 Walnut Street right off of Route 9. Among the three developments, there were 470 apartments with as many as 3 bedrooms per apartment. However, on November 12th, the Board of Selectmen voted to move ahead with the project on Walnut Street and shut down the two proposals on Hartford Turnpike. Selectman James Kane believes it's important to move ahead with at least one of these projects at this time.
Instead of taking the usual tack that many communities take, and that is simply fighting the virtually unwinnable fight and just opposing Chapter 40B developments, our board chose to instead issue a request for proposals and try to find a proposal that we think minimizes any adverse impacts on our community while still achieving a level of affordability within our community that would in essence give us then a 2-year grace period under Chapter 40B.
There is much controversy over whether affordable housing will help or harm the town. Concerns brought up by citizens at the public forum meeting October 28th include increased traffic problems, larger class sizes in schools which could affect the students' learning, and decreased property value due to the multi-story apartment buildings. The Board of Selectmen chose the project on Walnut Street because they believe it will have the least impact on the town.
Well, I think the challenge is going to be that the schools, the elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools are already probably pretty close to capacity. The addition of affordable housing, although probably necessary for the town to meet its requirements, at this point in time, I think the impact would be rather negative to our ability to support bringing those kids into the system.
At Shrewsbury High School, we currently have over 1,680 students. We have welcomed more than 80 students for this school year. That's due to new housing and students moving into the district. Any new housing would have a direct impact on the schools because increased enrollment leads to larger class sizes.
Similar to the Avalon apartment complex in Shrewsbury, the housing on Walnut Street will be multiple stories high with over 150 units. Robert DePietri, owner of Capital Group Properties and the project on Walnut Street, has made many compromises to the project in order to better suit the needs of the town. Many of the units are for residents over the age of 55, which will decrease the impact on schools. The company has also agreed to pay the town $450,000 in mitigation funds, while developers of the Hartford Turnpike project offered no money. According to the Board of Selectmen, there are still problems such as sewage and traffic that need to be worked out before anything can be done with the project on Walnut Street. We will see how things look as this project progresses. This is Declan Quinn from ETS News 29. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Declan. That was a very informative report that residents of Shrewsbury should know about. The Selectmen are still working on coming up with a solution for the town.
For the past few weeks, the Shrewsbury High School Student Council has been collecting various foods to give to the less fortunate for Thanksgiving. Kindness is an important part of the holidays, and there is no better way to show kindness than sharing your food with others. Here's Shazeb Mirage with more information.
With Thanksgiving quickly approaching, people all over the country are getting ready to fill